Hello there everyone. Been ages since I've done a video, but yeah, obviously a lot of you will know my wife kind of whisked me away for a week, complete and utter surprise for my birthday. So I've spent a week in the lakes, eating and drinking far too much, so gonna have to get on the detox trail. But in the meantime, I've got an absolute bucket load of games. I basically went a bit mad beginning of this month and bought loads. So lots and lots of PC Engine games. Let's kind of take a look through the first chunk of games that I'm going to show you. There's absolutely loads. There's probably about 20 games I need to go through. Right, the first game I'm going to show you is it's another uncommon Game Boy Advance shooter, getting more and more kind of difficult to get, to be honest, in a box condition. And there we go, Iridium 2, made by the same people who made Nanostray 1 and 2, and the original Iridium on the Game Boy Advance. Really great. Really great shooter. I think it's a company called Shinen or something like that. Aye, there we go. Shinen. Yeah, love, especially like Nanostray 2. Iridium 2, I think it's even better than the Nanostray games. Yeah, for some reason the fighters look like ships from a cave game, basically. Nice power-up system. Good, solid vertical shooter. What more can I say? A little bit annoyed that the box is a bit battered, to be honest, because I think it was flat on the actual photo. But I'll do a bit of bending of the tabs on this and sort it out. So game number 2 is a game I couldn't resist getting. Yeah, just because I love the original, played it to death online. Saw this for a great price. Battlefield Bad Company 2. Had a few people tell me that it's quite a bit better than Modern Warfare 2. I had a quick go on it, and it seems to be less light-hearted. I must admit I like the humour in the original, but it seems to be a proper game. The original game was a little bit lightweight, whereas this one seems to be far more serious, and it's a lot tougher than the original as well. So just finished Vanquish, so this is the next game I'm gonna have a damn good go at finishing. The eagle-eyed ones out there will have noticed the Dreamcast t-shirt as well. Bit of a treat to myself for my birthday. Apart from all these games, I suppose. But yeah, absolutely love this t-shirt. Very cheap as well, online. Right, next game. Sega Megadrive Ultimate Collection. Again, been after this one for a while. Found it for a really good price. I think it cost me about £10. Just a sheer amount of games on it. I mean, just loads. I mean, Streets of Rage 1 and 2 and 3, Echo the Dolphin, Golden Axe, just all, Sonic Spinball, one of my favourite Mega Drive games, is on there as well. 40 games for that price, you can't go wrong really. Right, next thing I'm going to show you is not actually a game, but it's game related. Great big fan of Dead Space. I mean, I'm on my 3rd playthrough of that game. I think I've got 2 achievements to get on that. And yeah, cheap Blu-ray, Dead Space Downfall. Cost about a £5, I think, brand new. Supposed to be a quick prequel story to the game, so I'm going to enjoy playing that in light of the sequel coming out soon. Brilliant. I'm saying brilliant. I've not watched it yet. Right, and the next game I'm going to show you is it's a PS1 shooter. It's a bit of an arena shooter. It's called there we go, Samvian. should be able to pick this one up very cheap. One I didn't really know very much about till recently, and picked a copy up cheap off eBay. Still no idea how it plays, but it does look good. It looks like there's enough there to kind of separate it from the crowd, as it were. Yeah. Now the cover on this is one of those budget covers that looks a bit crap. As PAL gamers, we should be quite used to this, but in comparison to the American release of this game, which looks like blockbusters, basically the old kind of 1980s quiz program, it's got a blockbusters kind of almost like a puzzle looking cover on the front of it, and the American release cover's atrocious. It's worse than this, but as I said, it was really cheap. It's supposed to be a good solid game, so I'm looking forward to playing that. Okay, and the last game I'm going to show you in this video is a game that's getting increasingly more expensive to get on PAL, but for some reason you can still pick it up kind of really reasonably on import, and it's the Raiden Project. Now it's basically it's a compilation of the first two Raiden games. Now this version is the best version, and really cheap. Came through the other day, and I kind of thought that there was some really terrible fading on it, but all of the fading is not actually on the manual itself. It's the case. It's the case, which is, that's easy enough to replace. So I was really quite happy with that. So this is the Japanese PlayStation best version of the game, and for once, it's one of those Japanese games where the cover art is, far worse than the Western release. I think you'll probably see at the beginning of this video, I will have put a photo of the cover. Yeah, it's bloody awful. It's got its own character, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think the kind of the PAL release version was definitely better. So yeah, lovely full colour manual as per usual. These things, not an amazing manual, but still quite nice. The thing that surprised me about playing this game, I actually played this today, is the fact that it really does. The two games on here really do stand the test of time. Really good conversions, but they just play really nicely, and it's kind of unrelentingly brutal in places, but never unreasonably so. Any kind of deaths that occur in it are down to you, but you can see the groundings of conventions that carry on throughout the whole series. In these first two games, I mean, even Raiden Fighters Jet, which are probably closer to these games than the way that the Raiden series has kind of evolved. Yeah, they show those kind of similarities, and you can the influence is all over the series from these first two games. I'm waffling on a bit there, but yeah, that's the first part of the haul that I've got. There's still loads more. Yeah, still got to do the new shoot 'em up for the month as well. The part of the £1,200 one, very special one. But I will talk about that more probably in one of the next vids. So yeah, it's good to be back. I'm really enjoying catching up, and thanks to all my new subs too. And yeah, I'll speak to you all later. Goodbye.